darkness, complete silence, and then a single drop of golden honey falls in slow motion. It spreads like a tiny universe. And somewhere, hidden from human eyes, there is a civilization. A civilization that has existed for over 100 million years. One that predates every empire, every city, and every language ever spoken by human lips. No president, no general, no school. And yet they build, they communicate, they sacrifice, and they create something so perfect that humans once believed it was a gift from the gods. This is the hidden kingdom of the honeybee. A single honeybee colony can hold up to 80,000 individuals. That is more than the population of many small towns. And yet, every single bee knows exactly who she is, what her job is, and what is expected of her, without being told even once. This colony runs on 3 kinds of bees, and each one plays a role that cannot be replaced. At the very center of the hive lives the queen. She is the mother of every single bee in the colony. Every single one. And she can lay up to 2,000 eggs in just one day. She does not give orders. She does not manage. Her power is entirely chemical. She releases a special scent called queen substance, which flows through the entire colony like an invisible signal, keeping 60,000 bees calm, united, and focused. Remove the queen, and within hours the hive knows. Not because someone announced it, but because her scent simply disappears. And panic begins. Then there are the worker bees. All of them female. None of them breeding. Every single one of them working until the very last day of their life. But here is what makes them truly extraordinary. A worker bee does not have just one job. She has a career. In her first days, she cleans the cells. Then she feeds the baby bees. Then she builds the comb, secreting wax from her own body. Then she guards the entrance of the hive. And only in the final weeks of her short life does she finally fly out into the world as a forager. She will fly up to 3 kilometers in any direction. She will visit 50 to 100 flowers in a single trip. And in her entire lifetime, she will produce just 1/12 of a teaspoon of honey. 1/12 of a teaspoon. That is her entire life's work. And then there are the drones, the males. They do not forage. They do not build. They cannot even sting. Their only purpose is to mate with a queen. And when they succeed, they die. Immediately. And those who never mate. When winter comes, the workers push them out of the hive, without mercy, without ceremony. They die alone in the cold. Even in a kingdom, not everyone gets a happy ending. Now, let us talk about how life begins inside this kingdom. It starts with an egg, smaller than a grain of rice, placed upright by the queen inside a tiny wax cell. For 3 days, it stands perfectly still. Then it tilts. And by day 3, it hatches into a larva. The larva does nothing but eat, and the worker bees feed it tirelessly, day and night. Here is where something incredible happens. Every single larva receives royal jelly in its first few days. But then, for most, the diet changes to pollen and honey. Those become workers or drones. But if a larva is fed nothing but royal jelly for its entire development, without stopping, it becomes a queen. The same egg, the same genetics. A completely different destiny. All decided by food. Sealed inside a wax cell, the pupa transforms in total darkness. For 8 to 16 days, a biological miracle reshapes it. Wings grow, legs form, compound eyes appear. And then one morning, a tiny leg breaks through the wax. A new bee enters the world. And within hours, she already knows her first job. Now, imagine you have found a field of beautiful flowers, full of nectar, half a kilometer away. You need to tell your friends exactly where it is, but you have no voice, no map, no phone. What do? You dance. This is exactly what a honeybee does. When a forager returns to the hive with exciting news, she performs what scientists call the waggle dance. She runs in a straight line, waggling her abdomen, then circles back and does it again. The angle of her straight run tells the other bees the direction of the food source, relative to the position of the sun. The length of her waggle tells them the distance. The energy of her dance tells them how good the food is. She is drawing a map with her body. And her sisters watch. They feel the vibrations through the comb. And within minutes, dozens of bees fly out in exactly the right direction. This system was decoded by an Austrian scientist named Carl von Frisch in the 1940s. His colleagues refused to believe him. He won the Nobel Prize. Let us talk about honey now. That golden, thick, magical substance that never spoils. It does not begin as honey. It begins as nectar, a thin, watery liquid produced by flowers. A bee collects this nectar in a special honey stomach, completely separate from her real stomach. Back at the hive, she passes it mouth to another bee, who chews it, adds enzymes, and passes it on again. This happens dozens of times. Those enzymes break down the sugars. Thousands of bees fan their wings to evaporate the water. When the water content drops below 20%, the cell is sealed with a thin cap of wax. And what is locked inside will never, ever spoil. Archaeologists found sealed honey inside 3,000-year-old Egyptian tombs. They opened it. They tasted it. It was still good. Honey is scientifically an immortal food. Now, what happens when the hive is threatened? A guard bee stands at the entrance at all times, inspecting every returning bee by smell. Each colony has its own unique scent. A stranger is detected immediately and turned away. When a real threat arrives, the colony mobilizes fast. And here is where the worker bee makes the ultimate sacrifice. A honeybee's stinger is barbed. When she stings a mammal, the stinger gets stuck in the skin. When she flies away, it tears from her body. She dies within minutes, but even in that moment of death, the stinger releases a chemical alarm signal, recruiting nearby bees to attack the same target. She fights for the colony even after she is gone. And against Japan's giant hornets, one of the most dangerous insects on Earth, Japanese honeybees have developed something even more remarkable. When a hornet enters the hive, hundreds of bees swarm onto it instantly, forming a living ball. Inside that ball, they vibrate their flight muscles with such intensity that the temperature rises to 47 degrees Celsius. The hornet is cooked alive. The bees survive. Here are some facts about honeybees that will change the way you see them forever. Bees must visit 2 million flowers to produce just 1 pound of honey. 2 million. Bees can recognize individual human faces. Studies have proven this repeatedly. A queen bee can live up to 5 years. A summer worker bee lives only 6 weeks. A bee's wings beat 200 times per second. That soft humming sound you hear? That is 200 wing beats happening every single second. Bees have 5 eyes, 2 large compound eyes, and 3 smaller eyes on top of their head that detect light and shadow. They can see ultraviolet light, completely invisible to humans. Flowers have special ultraviolet patterns, like glowing runways, that guide bees directly to their nectar. And when a honeybee colony needs to find a new home, scout bees visit multiple locations and report back through dance. Other scouts visit those locations, evaluate them, and dance too. The spot that receives the most enthusiastic dancing wins. The entire colony votes with their bodies. No ballots, no arguments. Almost always the right choice. Now let us step back and ask the most important question. Why does any of this matter to us? 1/3 of all the food that human beings eat exists because of pollination. Bees are responsible for pollinating 80% of all flowering plants on Earth, including almonds, apples, blueberries, avocados, strawberries, and coffee. The global economic value of honeybee pollination is estimated at over $500 billion every single year. That is not the value of honey. That is the value of the food that simply would not exist without bees. And beyond food, bees hold together wild ecosystems. Forests, meadows, and wetlands across every continent depend on them. Remove the bees, the plants fail. Remove the plants, the animals that eat them fail. Remove those animals, and the animals above them fail. It is not an exaggeration. It is ecology. And yet, since 2006, something deeply alarming has been happening. Beekeepers began opening their hives to find them empty. Not dead bees, just gone. The honey was there. The comb was there. The queen was there. The workers had simply vanished. They called it colony collapse disorder. In the years that followed, beekeepers in some regions lost over half their hives in a single season. The causes are not one simple thing. Pesticides, especially a group called neonicotinoids, attack the nervous systems of bees, disorienting them so severely that they cannot find their way back home. Habitat loss has replaced wildflower meadows with vast single crop farms, offering bees almost no nutritional variety. Tiny parasites called varroa mites attach to bees, feed on their bodies, and spread deadly viruses through entire colonies. And climate change is breaking the timing between flowers and the bees that need them. Flowers blooming too early, or bees emerging too late.
A world without bees is not a distant scenario from a science fiction movie. It is a measurable, documented direction that we are already moving in. And yet, every single morning, before most of us are awake, she leaves the hive. She does not know about colony collapse disorder. She does not know about pesticides or politics or economics. She knows one thing. There is work to be done, and she will do it. In her short life of just 6 weeks, she will fly a distance equal to 1.5 times around the earth. She will visit hundreds of thousands of flowers. She will help feed forests. She will contribute, quietly and faithfully, to a civilization that has outlasted everything humanity has ever built. The honeybee does not know she is extraordinary. She simply is. We have shared this planet with her for as long as we have been human. She has fed us, healed us, and silently held together the web of life that keeps us all alive. The least we can do is pay attention. Plant flowers. Avoid pesticides. Support your local beekeeper. The hidden kingdom is counting on you.